My name is Walter Eugene Clemens. I am 85 years old, and every Sunday morning I still take out 4 plates. I don't know exactly when I started doing it without thinking. Maybe I never stopped. Maybe some habits are just older than the reasons for them. 4 plates, 4 glasses, 4 sets of silverware laid out on a table that has been quiet for a long time now. Margaret, my wife, she passed 9 years ago, so I know one of those plates is for her. I've made my peace with that one. It's the other 2 that I don't talk about.
James is my son. He lives 40 minutes away. 40 minutes. I know because I used to make that drive every other weekend when he was in college. Didn't matter what the weather was. Didn't matter how tired I was. 40 minutes wasn't a distance. It was just a drive. Patricia is my daughter. She lives further now, Arizona. She moved there in 2018 for work, she said. I don't know if the work is still the reason. I stopped asking.
Sunday used to mean something in this house. Margaret would start cooking Saturday evening. The smell of it would still be in the kitchen Sunday morning. James would come with his girlfriend, then his wife, then his children. Patricia would arrive late, always late. She'd walk in and say, "Sorry, I know. And Margaret would wave her off and hand her something to carry to the table. And we would sit, and we would eat, and the table felt full. I don't know when full became empty. It didn't happen at once. It happened the way most things happen when you're not watching. Gradually, then completely. First, it was every other Sunday. Then holidays only. Then holidays became complicated. James has his in-laws now. Patricia has her life in Arizona. And I have 4 plates on a Sunday morning and a pot of food that will last me until Wednesday. I never said anything. That's the part I keep coming back to. Every Sunday I would set the table and tell myself they were just busy. People get busy. Lives get full. It wasn't personal. But somewhere around the 3rd year of eating alone, I started to wonder if telling myself that was the same as believing it.
There was a Sunday in November, 2021, I think. I had cooked everything. Pot roast, Margaret's recipe, the one she made every 3rd Sunday for 31 years. Roasted potatoes, green beans with the bacon in them, the way James always asked for. I'd set the table at noon. James said he'd be there by 2. I waited until 3, then 3:30. Then I called. It rang 4 times and went to voicemail. "Hey, Dad, sorry. Something came up with the kids. We'll do it next week." Next week didn't come. Not that week. Not for several weeks after that. And I never said anything. I just put the food away, covered the pot roast with aluminum foil, put the green beans in a container, washed the 4 plates, and sat down in the chair by the window.
I don't tell you this because I want you to think badly of James. James is a good man. He works hard. He has children of his own now, 3 of them. And I remember what that felt like, how the days just disappear into the next one, how you mean to call and the week is already gone. I understand it, I do. But understanding something doesn't mean it doesn't leave a mark. Patricia called me on a Tuesday evening sometime last winter. We talked for maybe 20 minutes. She asked how I was feeling. I said fine. She told me about work. I listened. And then there was a pause. One of those pauses that used to mean something was coming. And she said, "Dad, you know we love you." Just like that, out of nowhere. Not "I love you," not "I miss you," not "I'm sorry." Just, "You know we love you." Like something you say to someone you feel guilty about. I said yes. I said of course. I said I know. And we talked for a few more minutes about nothing much, and then she said she had to go. I have thought about that call more than almost any other conversation in recent years.
Margaret would have known what to do. She always knew how to hold difficult things without dropping them or gripping them too tight. I never learned that. I either held on too hard or I let go too easily. There was never a middle place for me. The Sundays kept coming, the way Sundays do, relentless and quiet and full of the same light through the same window. And I kept cooking, not because I thought they would come, not anymore, but because I didn't know how to cook for one. I tried once, sometime in the spring of last year. I took out one plate, one glass, one set of silverware, and I stood there looking at it for a long moment, and then I went to the cabinet and took out the other 3. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means I haven't let go of something I should have let go of a long time ago. Maybe it means I still believe in Sundays.
James brought the grandchildren over sometime last spring, unannounced. I heard the car in the driveway and looked out the window and didn't recognize it at first. New car. I didn't know he had a new car. They came inside, 3 of them, loud and small and everywhere at once, the way children are. The oldest one, Daniel, he's 9 now. He walked straight into the kitchen and said, "Grandpa, it smells like Sunday in here." I didn't say anything for a moment. I just looked at him. 9 years old, and he already knew what Sunday smelled like in this house. James stayed for 3 hours. We didn't talk about anything important. We watched the children run through the yard. We drank coffee. Nothing significant, just an afternoon.
But when he left, when I heard the car back out of the driveway and the house went quiet again, I stood in the kitchen for a long time, looking at the table. 4 plates, 2 of them used, 2 of them still clean. And I understood something I had been circling around for 3 years without landing on it.
I had been setting 4 plates because I was waiting for it to go back to what it was. But that Sunday, the one from before, that Sunday is gone. It went quietly, the way most things go, without announcing itself. I am 85 years old. I have been setting a table for people who are gone and people who became different versions of themselves. Daniel said it smells like Sunday. He already knows what that means, which means I gave him something without knowing I was giving it. I don't know how many Sundays I have left. At 85, you start to feel the number of them. But this Sunday, the pot roast is on the stove, Margaret's recipe, and the table is set, 4 plates, because Daniel knows what Sunday smells like. And maybe one day he will set 4 plates at his own table without knowing why. And maybe that is the only kind of forever any of us get. If you listened this far, you already know what I'm not saying. Sit with it for a moment. That's all.